Hello there, Inconvenient Panda, back again for some more casual craft, season 4, and all that other cool stuff. So in the last episode, we did some things, and in this episode, we'll do some more. The first thing I want to do is finally build the rest of the thermal expansion machines I will require. Now, you'll have to forgive me if I start typing a bit funny, but my keyboard broke yesterday, so I'm using my old one, and a few of the keys... Well, let's just say there's a reason why I got a new keyboard. So, the W key on this keyboard's a bit iffy, or it'll just sort of... You have to be pushing it down pretty hard for it to work. But anyway, it's just Minecraft. It doesn't really require like split-second things and stuff. Yeah. But the first thing I'm going to make is a magma crucible. Is it? I'll make the induction smelter first. So what I'm going to need is a bit of invar. And invar is ferrous and iron. Yay. So 2 ferrous, 1 ferrous, 2 iron. But what you have to do, without the induction smelter already, you have to pulverize these down to a dust and combine the dust in this kind of fashion. I would like some faster machines, but oh well. Like that. So 1 ferrous, 2 iron gets you 3 invar. Now I have 6 of them. So I cook them up. And, whoops. I like how NEI moves around this thing. Never used to do that. That's pretty cool. Now we have invar. And I shall need a bucket. And then I shall need a machine case. Actually, I will need 3 of them. Oh, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let me guess, I don't have enough. Yeah, I didn't think I had enough glass. That's poop. But what we can do to get glass is if you have cobblestone, you pulverize cobblestone, and you will get sand. Yay! And I think it's a 10% chance for gravel, and it'll just end up down here. But because gravel can't be smelted, it won't be put into the redstone furnace. It'll just sort of hang out here a bit, which doesn't really worry me. We'll go like that, like that. Grab 1 more. Oh my. So I'll just let that run for a bit. I'm going to need 3 of these, so I'm just going to make them now, because that'll be a bit easier. Let's see. I'm going to need probably 3 reception, alright. So 3 more gold. 6 redstone all up. I'm going to need a block of redstone in a bit, so I'll make that now. Like that. And then I believe it is copper. I'm not sure if it's copper, but it's 9 times out of 10 it's copper. Yeah, induction smelter. Yay! Now, here's where I run into an interesting little thing, is I like to have the induction smelter where this chest is. So I'm probably going to have to move the chest. But then this won't auto-output items. And, oh look, gravel. Yay, gravel! I'll just do that. Many much. I'm going to need a bit of power. And what am I going to do with this chest, I wonder? Well, what I could do is come up with a thing. Might be a bit pointless for now, coming up with the thing. Oh, I'll do it anyway. Let's see. What's it called? It's a duct. It's from thermal expansion, as is most of the stuff I like to mess around with, but it's an item duct. And it's not that one. It's this one. Bit of lead, bit of tin, and you get yourself some good old-fashioned pipes. A bit of that. And a bit of that. So, what these pipes are for is, what you'd imagine them to be for. They pipe things around. Yay! Because not only can these machines output to, like, chests and other stuff like that, and other machines, they can output to these pipes. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I want it to go elsewhere. Please don't be dark. Thank you. It's a bit foggy because my render distance is small. Yay! So what I can do now, go bloop, run a few pipes back here. And yeah, if you can right click on specific parts of it. So that's disabled. That's no longer connected to that machine. You don't need to do it because this machine is set up that nothing interacts with the back of it, but I just think it looks nicer. So blue is receiving, red is outputting, and that is nothing. But we'll definitely talk about these later on when I use them later on. I'm not sure if I need to actually set it to red with these machines. It might auto-output. But what I'm going to do is output to the back. This little square down here is the back of the machine, which I'm not sure if you can really see in there. Whoop. But yeah. And that's the wrong one. I'm just derping all over the place. Derp. Derp. And now, all the stuff that gets smelted will end up over there. Just pretty cool. And I'll demonstrate it with a bit of iron. I don't really care if it runs through a bit. But yeah, nothing in there. And in a minute there should be a bit of iron if it works. Aha! So I do need to set this to output. You just right click. Shift right click removes the pipe. Right click changes the function, so to speak. But that should, yep, it exists over there. So I'll just stick all this gump back in. Yeah, good enough. Put you over here. So now what I can do, dig that out. Stick down another one of these poopy pipes. They're not very good. And that'll draw in quite a bit of power, actually. 48. Whereas that's 24. Oh, that's 48 as well. But the induction smelter. Oh. Now, what the induction smelter does is, well, the way we made Invar just a second ago, where I had to actually pulverize the things down, with the induction smelter, I don't need to do that. If I just grab 2 iron and 1 ferrous, stick them in the machine, they'll smelt up and create 3 invar, which is pretty cool. But the induction smelter, here are the recipes. If you don't like pulverizing, what you can do is you can put sand in with the ore in question. Let's see, lead with... I can't find any good ones. Something we've dealt with before. What? Since when is it that easy to make railcraft steel? That's new. I think that's a little cheap, if I'm honest. So if you don't know how to make railcraft steel, it's a pain in the ass. And that just makes it really easy. But yeah, silver. You can just skip the pulverized section and just go straight for that. But you also will get a 5% chance of rich slag. Now, rich slag, when combined with an ore of your choice, will triple the ore. And then you'll get regular slag 75% of the time, which can be used for a few things. I don't think it's really necessary. You can make rock wool out of it. It's pretty cool. But florbs are interesting little things. Holds 1 bucket of most fluids, and you can throw it around. I don't think I really have a use for that, to be perfectly honest. Not yet, anyway. Not for quite some time. But now what we can do, because those little pipes are set up at the back, is quite simply panic, because baby zombie. Get out of here. Ooh, he dropped a heart. I need that. Get out of here. Ouch. Not very friendly, are they? Put that there. Get out of here, zombie. What we can do is set this up to output to that chest as well. Now, because this is all set up to output back here, the only place it can go is to the chest, because these pipes are a little bit smart about where they put things. They're not just going to throw them around willy-nilly. But, yeah, this has 2 slots for smelting, which you can either set both or you can set them up individually. So you can get pretty clever with this machine. I don't really bother getting too clever with it. Well, at least the one I'll have set up out here sort of does its own thing. I don't know if I showed this off. But you know how rotten flesh is basically useless? Oh, there's a few things you can do with it thanks to some of these mods. Yeah, you can redstone furnace it into leather. How handy is that? Getting leather's annoying. No, you just... zombies. But, we found one of these, miniature red heart. Okay, things have been reset. But if you combine it with all this stuff, which we'll get later, definitely, it gives you a little permanent health increase. You just stick it down there and you'll get an extra heart. Extra heart of health. Pretty cool. But now we see... Ow, my legs. I hurt myself. Now we see there's a gap there, and that looks hideous. So, let's fix it. That's not what I meant to do. Ah, come on, keyboard. So I want to make a saw. You can see where this is going. Hey, anyone remember Red Power? And how awesome it was? So, I think I'm doing this right, but you get 2 sticks, 2 stone tool rods, I believe, at least. Yeah, I've done it backwards. And I like to use just the gems. And you get a saw. And what you can do is turn them into microblocks. Microblocks are awesome. So now we've got a hollow plank. I'm skipping over this. I'm just going to assume people know what's going on. But if you don't know what's going on, you'll soon find out. The interesting thing about these is you can sort of place them as, well, blocks. And, yeah. So the reason I made it hollow is because we've got a little pipe connecting there. If it wasn't hollow, you see, because it's hollow, things can pass through it. If it wasn't hollow, things wouldn't be able to pass through it. And it's actually a good way of blocking off these pipes if they're next to each other and you don't want them to connect. You can throw just a regular cover down. I've got to get a door at some point. Gotta fix that. But yeah, now it looks all nice and purty. Yay! I don't need to do it on these blocks because they're full size, but hey, you know, just something a little nice. Something that looks a bit alright. Man, I'm going to be spending the entire episode in here, aren't I? Magma Crucible. So it was lead, glass, lead. Gosh darn inventory. So lead, glass, that, put that there, and 2 bits of copper. And we got a magma crucible. Now what does a magma crucible do? It essentially just melts things. You put stuff in there and it'll turn it into the liquid version. And why is that useful? Well, that's how we get better energy cells. Well, that's what I'll be using it for first. But yeah, we'll see how it works in a bit. I just gotta hurry through a bit because I want to get on. But I need a liquid transposer. Or fluid transposer, as it's now called, apparently. Which is very simple. And rather than try to explain in words how this stuff works, I'd probably just show you guys. The easiest way. Fluid transposer. Bloop. Boop. So we want it to receive liquids from the magma crucible. And the magma crucible holds a lot of power compared to the other machines, which is kind of annoying. Because, well, we did build it with one of these, so it has the capacity of one of these. Which is, yeah, I'm running out of coal a bit. But no matter. Boop. It's a stupid way of doing it, you idiot. There it is. Yeah, these opaque item ducts take a little while to move things around. I'll upgrade them at some point to better ones that will move items a bit faster. And things will be a lot nicer. Yes. But I have these ferni, I guess you'd call it. So what I'm going to do is use the wood I've got to cook up a bit of charcoal and use that to power these machines. Because now that I have that lumber axe thing from Tinker's Construct, it's really easy to get a lot of wood really quick. And charcoal basically works the same as coal for the most part. So it's all fine in D&D. So, yeah, that's run out. Dang it. Well, let's use a bit more regular coal. For now, at least. I'll just cook up all this stuff. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, I'm holding control and left clicking. It just moves one item across. Pretty handy. So basically I need him to fully charge because there's a couple other things I need to do with these other machines. But the first thing I want to get would be an upgraded energy cell. Because I want to produce a lot of energy, but I'm going to need somewhere to put it. So I think at this point in the game, redstone energy cell would be the way to go. They're they require diamonds, bit of hardened glass, which I need obsidian for, unluckily. How much does this get me? So if you pulverize obsidian, you'll get obsidian dust. And if you combine obsidian dust with lead, you get hardened glass. But it requires 8 pulverized obsidian to get 2 glass, which is why we needed the induction smelter. But yeah, this isn't enough obsidian. So I'm going to have to make a quick trip to the Nether. I just want to put away everything I don't expressly need. Actually, I will need that. Lay it. Oh, what I can do is upgrade my portable tank. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Imbar. Quite simply surround a portable tank with a bit of imbar. You can get a hardened portable tank. You can just make it directly out of imbar, but I already happen to have a regular one. But that holds 16 buckets, which is more for those of you counting. That's pretty good. And that's skeletons. A lot to get through this episode, because I want to get started really quick on other stuff in the Nether. Whatever. Alright. Well, I'm just going to make a quick trip to the Nether and just fill this with lava. If anything interesting happens, I'll record it. So I'm in the Nether, and I can hear a ghast. But I can't see the ghast. Now this is going to kill my frame rate. It's not that bad if I'm not recording, but whenever I record, my frame rate halves because Java. But I might be in a bit of bother here if I mess up. So I thought you guys can join me. So Nether's scary. I don't like to be in the Nether alone. It's horrible. Now, if I'm completely honest, I really don't like the Nether, like at all. Oh, don't blow that up. Don't blow that up. Held my breath for a second. Alright, come here, you bitch. Bat mode OP. I got 2 ghast here. That's why I like the bat mode. Main reason I hate the Nether, actually, is trying to get around the place. You come here, you little... Gotcha. Ow! I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? Fire back. I should have brought armor. Get back. What are you doing? Yeah, I did it. Alright. The hell is that? It's like a evil looking raccoon thing. Ah! I'm just leaving. Ah, giant spider. These things are terrible. Crap. How am I going to do this? That's why I hate the Nether. Because the Nether seems like a fast place. It's like fast-paced place. But Minecraft is just not a fast-paced game. Probably why I like it so much. Wait, what? Get in there. Thought I'd filled it. But apparently I just derped. Alright. Let's get the hay out of here. Hey, nice hat. Ah! Scared me. Get out of here. Magma cream. I actually need a few of them. One thing I've noticed about bat mode is it tends to use a lot of your hunger bar when you're flying around. Pretty sure that's intentional. I say pretty sure. I like to make sure I'm morphed before entering the portal. So I've had a few game crashes going between the Nether and the overworld, so I don't think it's specifically to do with the bat mode thing, but it seems to help. I don't know. I really don't know if I can back that up with logic or facts or anything. But what the hey. So, time to get a bit of obsidian. Bloop. So I'll be back when that's done. Alrighty. I think that'd be enough obsidian for now. So I'm going to need quite a bit of hardened glass. So we'll start off with 6, which will mean what, 3? Probably. I don't know. Seem to be running out of power a bit. I like to do things in 8s. Because weird like that. Brilliant. And what I'm going to do with this, for the time being, is put this into stone mode. Because watch the lava. It doesn't get used up. Just uses a bucket of water. But we have infinite water, thanks to this little guy. Doing his thing. Yeah. Pulverize that up. So, what's this going to take? I bet you're wondering. Well, what I'm going to need to do is melt up 40 redstone in preparation for this. Now, the redstone gets melted up into destabilized redstone and put in this thing. And what I want to do with that thing is put one of these in there. So diamond, bit of electrum. That'll be all over here, wouldn't it? I have electrum. Gonna need more. So electrum is 1 gold, 1 silver each for 2. And of course, it's going to go straight over there. I'll grab my diamond. This will be the last thing I do because we're about done with the episode. I just want to make this energy cell because that was the point of this episode in a way. But here we are, we have the frame. It's empty at the moment, and what we have to do is fill it with redstone. Takes a while. Yeah, I just happen to know from prior experience that it takes 40 redstone to fill this thing. There's you can melt down ender pearls and all sorts of stuff in here actually. Like you can create lava from cobblestone and obsidian and netherrack, but netherrack requires a lot of energy, so it's not really worthwhile. But I want to melt down some glowstone later, so I'm going to try my best to keep this empty, because if it has destabilized redstone in there, you can't put in anything else. But now we've got this, and what is it? Conductance coil, which requires a single piece of... I'm kidding. I've run over time. Oh no! Single piece of electrum. To make that. To make this, that. And what was it? Lead. Of course it's lead. It's always lead. And now we have a redstone energy cell. Woo! Which can hold 10 million RF, whereas this holds 400,000. So what I can do, let's get rid of that guy. He's not necessary. Put him down. And the max output of this is 2,000. But, as I said in a previous episode, these leadstone energy conduits can only transport 80. So, you know, that's a big difference. So even if this were full, if I were to run all these machines at once, they wouldn't be able to keep up, because this uses 40, this uses 400. So using the magma crucible, it will drain of energy. But what we can do is create better things. Which, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I'll make some. Might as well. Episode's already run over time. So a bit more electrum. Hardened thing. And come on. The only problem with the slower pipes is that they're slower. But now we have some empty energy conduits. Put them in there. To fill up one conduit requires 2 redstone, so we're going to need 18 all up, I believe. What? No, 12, you idiot. I'm not very good. Boop. But now we've got one of these, and it can transfer 10,000 per tick. Which sort of makes these bastards redundant, doesn't it? But yeah. They work the same way, but they can transfer a lot more energy. So this thing's draining out, whereas before it was sort of evening out. And that's good. And of course the power's getting instantly drained by this thing. Damn spiders. Yeah. So now I can replace all these, shift right clicking, with that. There we go, there's energy storage and all that upgraded. So yeah, that filled up pretty quickly because it was able to just insta-drain all the stored up energy. wasn't it? Is this not set up right? I set it up wrong. That was my bad. I forgot to do the input-output thing. But anyway, I have been and still am the Inconvenient Panda. Thanks for watching. Join me tomorrow.